As some of you guys already know of my previous content, but I started off doing this channel doing a lot of basketball content. And originally, I wanted to make it a channel all about basketball related activities. And over time, it shifted into doing content like this, where I just do a lot of monologues or doing content about Japan. But you guys already know my experience with basketball. I grew up playing and watching basketball my whole life and also got into coaching as I got older. And for a couple years, I took some time off from coaching and really getting into basketball other than just playing it for exercise. But during my time here in Japan, it's something I kind of got back into. Not really on purpose, but by accident, it just kind of came about. And I just wanted to share my experience of what coaching has been like in Japan. So, a couple months ago, I actually got connected with one of the local coaches here that coaches elementary school kids for after school. And they run like their own team full of practices a couple times a week and also have games during the weekends. And so, one of my students that at a at one of the schools that I worked at, I found out that some of them actually practice at a local elementary school that I live close to. And so I found out the day and time that they practice, and I just decided to stop by and just check it out. And so the day that I stopped by, I got connected with some of the parents of the kids that play in the practices and on the teams, and I also got connected with one of the coaches that runs the whole kids program for the basketball teams. And we got to talking, and we actually had dinner that same day, and just got a chance to know him. And he was very hospitable and very open for me to come by again and check out the practices. And so I came to the next practice, and immediately he just wanted me to coach some of his players, and specifically the younger players, which were probably third graders and under. And so whenever I came by these practices, I would uh, just do drills with the kids. Just do simple drills. Whatever the coach wanted me to practice on, I would just think of drills right on the spot and do these drills with them. And for me, I already have prior experience in coaching. I've coached for many years at many different levels. And so, like, doing drills and coming up with schemes, those are things that I've been pretty familiar with for many years as a player and as a coach. So, they come by pretty easy for me to teach and be able to coach these kids. But just a little rusty since I haven't been coaching uh, for a while now. But it's been really fun to get back into it, and just for the coach to place their trust in me, and just to coach right away and do some drills with some of these kids. And the coach actually splits the team into two groups, and he mainly focuses on the older kids, the ones that are fourth graders to sixth graders. So he manages them, and a lot of times it's hard to manage both groups and coach both of them. So he focuses on that. So whenever I do come by and have time, I always stop by the practices, and he wants me to coach the younger kids. And so I've been very fortunate enough to be a part of that and just use my free time to provide a service to the community and to the kids. And really, I don't really ask for anything in return. I don't expect anything. I'm just happy to be there and just serve the community, serve the kids there, and just help them get better at basketball and have them just have a good time. And so it's really been a lot of fun. And what's great is the coach doesn't require me to have a certain type of commitment. He knows I just drop in whenever I have free time, and whenever I do, he just wants me to coach them and help them out, which I want to do. I just want to help out in any way possible. I'm not trying to um, instill myself in a program or be like a full time coach. I just want to help out in whatever areas that the program needs. And so I've coached voluntarily. I ran my own teams. I've even worked as an assistant coach for a community college. I've did private lessons as well, getting paid doing that. And obviously, I put up basketball content of coaching on YouTube and other platforms as well. But this is just pretty free flowing, and um, yeah, it's been a really fun and interesting experience because for one, I'm I'm coaching these kids and we already have a language barrier. I'm using very simple English to try to convey what I'm trying to say and try to teach them, and a little bit of Japanese on top of that. As my Japanese has been getting better, uh, um, I've been utilizing more Japanese into my coaching, and just very simple words, nothing too crazy, but it has been challenging to try to communicate to the players of what I want them to do. So a lot of my coaching has to incorporate a lot of visual learning. I have to show them what it is, uh, the drills and the moves I want them to do. And they actually do a pretty good job and they listen pretty well. Um, and so, in terms of that, they do a pretty good job despite the language barrier. And they're able to pick up on some English words, some basketball related words that they're already familiar with. So, that has been pretty challenging, but not too bad to incorporate into the basketball coaching. And a lot of these kids that are the under 9 range, some of them got introduced to basketball for the first time. And during my duration of being there, we had a lot of first timers that don't know the basics, that don't have the mechanics of basketball. So for some of these players, you have to start from scratch, right? And teach them basics of not doing double dribbles or travels or committing any type of violation, but teach them how to dribble, teach them the basics, pivoting, doing layups, very simple stuff. And um, yeah, that's been really interesting too. It really takes a lot of patience to start from scratch and to teach them, the baby fundamentals of basketball. But, those are things that I'm aware of. I'm aware of the level that I'm coaching at, and I'm just catering the drills to their skill level. And so it's been kind of nice. I've also been able to watch some tournaments that they participated in. So it's been fun to watch them play the games and actually see them implement, a lot of the practices that they're doing, a lot of the drills that they're incorporating, or their schemes that the coach uses for their team. And so it's been a lot of fun just to be a part of that again and to be part of like a basketball team atmosphere. Even though, my level of commitment isn't require for me to be there at every practice or every game, but the coach really allows me just to drop in and help out whenever I have the free time. So that's been really nice too, since I do get busy quite a bit. But for him to just place the trust in me to allow me to coach whenever I do come in, and not uh, having a strict requirement of a certain type of commitment level, it's been great. And another thing too is just the coach and I have a relationship, have a great friendship outside of coaching, and we always hang out and grab dinner and just chat about basketball, and we chat about his team and just philosophies of basketball, um, and it's been great. I We know we talk about how difficult it is to try to get like first timers in there and try to develop their skill, and how it requires a lot of patience. But I just told them, like, I'll help out in any way. If there's a spot um, in your teams that you need help with, I'll be the guy that does the extra drilling, or uh, that has to do the very baby basics of basketball drills with them. So I have no problem with that. I just have really a lot of joy and a lot of fun just hanging out with the kids and just having fun teaching them the fundamentals of basketball. And it just kind of brings me back to the roots of when I started playing basketball. Just it was all about just having fun and just trying to get better. And so I just take it one day at a time, and whenever I can, I just take it one step at a time, and know that every single drill, every single practice, it's all about taking baby steps of improvement, and also coming every day and just having fun and just enjoying the game of basketball. And so it's been very refreshing to me to have experienced that once again while I'm in Japan, despite the different culture that we have, the different uh, perspectives on basketball, despite the different languages that are being spoken. I'm still able to have a really good time, and just have an appreciation for coaching again, and just uh, not making it about myself, but just being a servant, just being of service to the Japanese community here, to the basketball community here, for the kids and the coaches. So I've been very fortunate to find that and to be a part of it. And I just, yeah, I hope to continue to be a part of it. And um, yeah, it's just that's just been my experience with being part of this community, and getting plugged in. It just helped me to get plugged in with the community, and just in any way, shape, or form, just to be able to help out. And when I could also see like the appreciation from the coaches and the kids and the parents, like how much they also just appreciate me just being there, and utilizing my free time to just help them out. And I'm happy to do that. Like, that brings a lot of joy in my life and a lot of purpose. And so I appreciate the fact that they appreciate me. There seems to be a sense of gratitude, and they seem to always be happy and appreciate whenever I do show up. And so I'm happy to see that appreciation and see the smiles on the kids' faces. So the whole experience of me getting back into basketball coaching has been great, and just to do it with a heart that's so selfless, it makes it that much more rewarding. To make it not about myself, but to have an opportunity to just serve others.